Hello, Tumblr people. This is Javi, aka Kabutocub, and here we are back celebrating the fact that my blog Kabutocub.com reached 14,000 followers a couple of days ago. I hadn't posted anything because I was giving you guys a break, a chance to send me questions, and so I can put this fancy video together. Well, it's not fancy right now. I'm filming it, but I'm imagining something awesome. I hope it is. And so yeah, so we did get a bunch of questions. So I'm gonna answer them here with my family. These are my partners, one husband, two partners, and yeah, this is Chris, aka World-of-tazcraft. This is Chris, aka SleepyCub34, and this is Cliff, aka Remix Cub. Alrighty then, so let's get to it. We did get a lot of questions that were very similar, mostly the ones that had to deal with us and stuff. So I grouped them, and I'm gonna just read you all these questions, and then we're just gonna kind of discuss them all together because they're all sort of about the same thing, our story and all that stuff. So LimeBear69 says, how did you all meet? And also, how did 2 become 4? And then he says, keep being awesome, all of you, XOXO. Oh, thank you, LimeBear69. WolfSlave77 says, how did you guys go about finding each other? MonsterCub91 says, how did all of y'all meet and how long y'all been together? Y'all are very cute, by the way. Lots of y'alls. And thank you, MonsterCub91. And then KitKatCub says, when did you all meet? TheaterCub79 says, how did you meet the Chris's and when was it decided that you would all be in a relationship? Joeth77 says, I assume that you're in a polyamorous relationship with your husband and 2 partners. Yes, I am. How did it start? Did you meet your husband and then befriend the 2 Chris's and it sort of went from there? Or were you all together to begin with and you married one of them? And Rancorness says, was wondering how long you all have known each other. Oh, and Wolf. And then StitchTheCub says, can you talk more about the process of bringing Chris and Taz to your family from both perspectives, yours and Cliff's, and from the boys? So, oh my lord. Go. I'm just kidding. Alright, so how do we want to answer this? Well, I mean, okay, so the basic story.
The basic story is a man met a man who met a man and a man.
And then we became a man.
We became Amanda.
Amanda. That's another story for another day. No. Alright, so
I think I know this story.
right? So this is how the gist of it. So Cliff and I, we met almost 11 years ago. We're on our way to 11 years. And then we got married 5 years after that. So we've been married for 5 years, on our way to 6. And I've met little Chris, I would say like 3-4 years ago, through this wonderful site. And we started talking and flirting, you know how it goes. And well, you know, we had a thing sort of online or whatever. It didn't really go anywhere for many reasons, timing mostly. And then that was that, but we kind of remained friends. We would talk on and off for all these years, so it's not like we just like stopped talking. Roughly, I'm horrible with timetables. How long ago did I meet you online?
It was
December 2014. I met this wonderful human being, and he how did that work?
Well, actually,
he reblogged the picture.
Actually, it started out 5 years ago when I had my first blog, and I talked to you guys then, and then I deleted my blog later because of reasons. And yeah, I know you don't.
That was one of. I don't remember it either.
Yes.
I don't remember
I
that.
talked to both of you, but again, I was obscure and like.
You were obscure.
I was obscure. I didn't post a lot about. I didn't post like a lot of my face, so that might have been why. But anyways.
What did you post?
A lot of my dick.
Oh shit! I was gonna think like let's hint to it and be all like my cock. All right, mystery solved.
I'm just gonna be honest. That one was definitely my let's just look at my dick and belly all the time. But I deleted that one like a year after that, and then December 2014 I started talking to them again, and that was pretty much based off of a reblog of a picture of Javi with TARDIS. I am a huge Doctor Who fan, as is he, and it kind of just picked up from there, and we just started messaging each other back and forth and started Skyping.
Messaging each other.
I mean,
Hey, how are you? Here's my penis. Here's my penis. Oh my god, let's be friends. So, as it usually goes, and we started talking and blah blah blah, and then things kind of started evolving, and some feelings started to possibly arise. It was still a little, everything was just a little up in the air, but he was gonna come visit. In the process of him visiting, we found out that he had befriended and had been talking to little Chris, and then I was like, oh my god, I know him. So a lot of other stuff happened, but basically Chris, who we also call Taz, although that is not his name, Taz also came to visit us, and when Chris was here, and then, you know, and that was kind of like the beginning. Eventually, shortly after that, we formalized, or at some point we formalized it with Chris, and then a little while after that, we formalized it with Taz too. When we got together with Chris and started sort of dating online or whatever, the decision was made for that maybe we wanted to be a quad, and there were some reasons back then for why that happened, but Cliff and I, this is not our first poly. We've been in two triads before this, and they've both, I mean, failed. I mean, we're good friends with both of them now and whatever, so it's, I guess, I don't know if that would mean failed, but
I wouldn't say failed.
well, they ended.
They ended
for reasons.
There was reasons.
Yes. I mean, there were sad breakups and all that stuff, but you know, we're good now. But
we're still on very good terms with them.
We're very good terms with both of them. We're one of our first partner has basically become our best friend, so life is funny. And he's always here, and you'll see a lot of pictures of him. But yeah, it was one of the things that we sort of like learned maybe from the other two relationships was that perhaps 4 would be a more balanced kind of relationship, and that was a lot of you know, when I proposed that, because I was the first one to talk about it, that was, you know, I wanted something that was more balanced, and honestly it has. This has been a very successful so far. Right? Knock on wood. Poly so far, it's very balanced. We all really want to be here. There's a lot of love. Not in the mornings.
I'm a grumpy bitch.
Also, I'm a grumpy poly.
He's a kitten. He thinks he's grumpy.
Oh, well, am I a kitten in the morning?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Anyway, tangent. So yeah, it's been awesome so far. Everyone wants to be in this relationship, and we're making it work. And there's a lot of love, and we're disgusting. We had shirts with Papa Bear and Daddy Bear, and you've seen the pictures. We're gross. Oh come on, that's too much, even for me. Well, actually, we're gonna do that. Technically, I'm Papa Bear. That's Daddy Bear. And then this is Big Cub, and this is Little Cub. We're so gross. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, how do you all meet? That's how we met. So, basically, I met these two through Tumblr. I met Cliff We used to work in the same company 11 years ago, and we met there, and we became really good friends. And I was in a relationship which ended shortly after we met and started hanging out. And then he was there for me. He was the shoulder I cried on, and then things evolved very quickly into, and then he's never left. So yeah, and then
I like the pool.
we didn't. Okay, I'm not even gonna go factual and ruin your joke. Okay, so and then how you guys go finding each other? But that's how we did it. We did it online, and it was all very like, oh my god, serendipitous. It was awesome. And how long have you been together? Well, I've been together with Cliff for 11 years. Oh no, almost 11, almost 6 married. And with the boys, how long has it been?
It's been almost a year here, and it's a little less than a year for him.
Yeah, I mean, a big chunk of that was through Skype and whatever, because we formalized it before they moved here. They have. How long have you been under?
It was the end of May for him, and it was
They moved at the same exact time.
Beginning of May was when we started.
No.
Oh yeah. Well,
when we
when we formalized it, it was the end of May.
Let's just discuss this for a while. How long have we all been together in one roof?
Oh, under one roof.
Since Halloween.
Yeah.
Since when?
Since Halloween.
Since Halloween. So that's how long we've been here together.
A couple days after Halloween. It took a couple days to get them down here.
Correct.
We flew up to Virginia on Halloween and got this one, and then drove down and got this one, and then got home. So that took like 3 days.
Yes. It was quite the ordeal. It was awesome. It's been incredible. Polyamory, you know, not for everyone. I'm not pooping all over monogamy or anything. But I love being poly, and it's kind of like people ask me. They do ask me. I don't know if they ask me here, but they do ask me like, how is it being with 4 guys? That exact question, I get it a lot on Kik and whatever, and it's hard to answer it because for me a poly is just like any other relationship, in the sense that you love the people you're with. You kiss them goodnight, you kiss them hello. It's the same thing you do, just you do it more times. But it's also like kind of like hanging out with your friends, your best friends, especially when you go out. It's kind of like when you call your friends and let's go to the mall, but your best friends are here. So then you're a big group, and not that you don't need friends, but it's you're constantly around with your best guys, and so every activity you do is kind of like a group activity, and it's awesome in that sense. It's kind of like a slumber party. I mean, there's days when we don't do absolutely anything, so it's not always like exciting, and it's not always an orgy, people. But it's yeah, it's awesome. Like this house has been ground zero for a contagion that has been gone through almost all of them. I somehow haven't gotten sick, but like all of them have been sick in the last week or 2. That's when poly is awesome, because everyone was taking care of each other. I got to take care of them, and you know, it's awesome when you have like multiple people loving you and taking care of you. So that's what a poly is about. Alright, so that's the end of part 1 of our video. Stay tuned for part 2 coming up soon.